today the BJP is using the foreign hand allegation against the Congress, against the Gandhi family, linking Sonia Gandhi to a foundation that they say was funded by Soros and had dubious politics on Jammu and Kashmir, separatist, secessionist politics on Jammu and Kashmir. Your response, lots of interesting clips to play out for both of you from Parliament, but first, just your response on this Adani-Soros proxy war that is going on in Parliament.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Barkha, and good evening, namaskar to Mohan Pai ji. Two very important things. Yes, the BJP may have surely got the Mojo Story right by trying and getting against the Congress on the industrialist issue, but where the buck stops, where the buck should stop at the Prime Minister. So if a 90-year-old man
I love all the references to my shows and my platform, but do carry on.
I'm not going to let Mohan Bhai get all the
you have to end with the people. You have to end with what we the people want.
I am coming to be the people. Exactly. So he's not going to get away with it. But so the BJP, if a 90-year-old man is interfering in India's elections and India's democracy, and I completely concur with Mohan Bhai, whose responsibility is it to stop it? The man who we all think is the most powerful leader in the last 11 years across the globe and practically in the last 40 years across the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi should put his foot down and stop it. He can't have a reaction to an industrialist being threatened by saying, oh, suddenly now we've woken up and we have this evidence against Mrs. Gandhi. It was the BJP and the BJP president, national president, when convicted of accepting foreign funding into the political party, retrospectively amended the FCRA laws, which allows foreign countries and foreign companies to invest in Indian political parties. Retrospectively, Barkha, the BJP did it in a majority with Prime Minister Modi. It is the BJP that got in cash into Parliament when the late Gopinath Mundeji was alive to stall the nuclear deal, the 123 agreement, which was a feather in India's cap. This is the BJP. So the BJP has.
So what do you want the BJP to do? What do you want the BJP to do when it cracks down? When it cracks down on the FCRA issues, when it cracks down on NGOs, people like you, people like me criticize the BJP. When they don't, then you say, why isn't the BJP stopping? Let's start with first principles. Do you believe George Soros? Do you believe George Soros is really interfering in Indian democracy? Is Indian democracy so weak and fragile that Mr. Soros can alter its direction?
I'm not a fan of George Soros. I'm not a fan of the left loonies. I'm not a fan of the Porsche poor. I'm not a fan of the Maserati Marxists. But Mr. Soros, the 90-year-old irrelevant man, cannot weaken my country's democracy. I think my country is governed by sensible people, including the Prime Minister, including the opposition, including various institutions that don't allow for its governance. If there is weakness in institutions, as opposition as government, it is the duty to sit and rectify them. Everyone will try and take advantage of every country. How we deal with it is upon our hand. I think what's happening, Barkha, and I agree with you. There are several important issues for us to deal in. And if I was in opposition, if I was leader of opposition, I would be raising the serious issue of tax terrorism and 35% GST that is being planned or imagined, even if it's by the opposition states, that will kill Indian entrepreneurship. It will kill Indian entrepreneurship. I would first raise that issue. I would raise the issue of unemployment. I would raise the issue of spiraling price rise, onion price rises, etc. That is affecting the middle class and savings.
We have a very nuanced question from one of our audience members. Tehseen, I'd like you to take it. Is the Congress in danger of being perceived as going too left? Is the BJP in danger of being seen as defending an industrialist at any cost? Don't these damage both parties? I think this is a fair question.
Yeah, I think on the first, I think the Congress is not perceived. It is too left. I've told you this on your podcast, and you've been kind enough to give me that space. I think the Congress is too left. I think it is so left that a centrist like me sometimes to them appears right. It is so left. And I think they need to cross correct because, like I said, Porsche poverty and Marxism and Maserati Marxism is dead, buried, and is 6 feet down under. And they will never win being left. They have to cater to aspirational India. Is the BJP seen being crony? Yes, it is seen being crony. It is a crony capitalism thrives in India. But there is another thing that I did advise the Congress. Look, the thing about with capitalism at least is, and the late Rakesh Jhunjhunwala ji told me this in Marine Plaza, and I remember he said the markets are like your mother. No matter how smart you are, you cannot outsmart the market. So ultimately, you will fall. You can be the biggest crook in the world. You can con some people sometime. You cannot con all the people. The markets will Always. That's just the law of markets. And Mohandas, why you are a businessman, you know that. So ultimately, you will meet your fate. The point is, you must ask questions of institutions. Do not waste parliament on it. Raise the relevant issues. I think my mom said something important the other day, which stunned me. She said onions are 60-70 rupees. Now, I'm very privileged, right? For my mom to say this, right? I come from a privileged background. It is hurting her. She said, I was ordering dhania online because my mom's now got this online thing to order. And she's now talking. She's like, itna mehenga ho gaya hai. And if it's hitting my privileged mother, imagine what it's doing. Get that vote. It is sitting there. They are dying to vote for you. Why are you not doing it? My mom doesn't understand Adani issue to the extent it should.
I think that's a great test. Does your mother understand? And Rahul Gandhi, with respect, made this mistake with Rafale in 2019 that I think he's made with Adani in 2024. Again, institutional accountability must be demanded. The opposition has a right to do it, but you cannot spend all your political capital on it.